Hey guys, I'm Josiah. Welcome to Movie News. We have a very exciting story today that I'm really excited to talk with you guys about. So, if you saw one of my previous videos, you would know that Kevin Hart stepped down from hosting the Oscars this year due to homophobic tweets that he made like 5,000 years ago on Twitter, and the sensitive Sallies of the internet decided to try to destroy this opportunity for him by exposing those tweets because they have nothing better to do with their lives. So, Kevin Hart was on the Ellen show, with Ellen DeGeneres yesterday, and we got to hear some really interesting discussion between them regarding this whole ordeal. Ellen even spoke on behalf of Kevin Hart to the Academy, and this is what they had to say.
So I called the Academy today because I really want you to host the Oscars. I think that I was so excited when I heard that they asked you. I thought it was an amazing thing. I knew how important it was and how it was a dream. So I called them. I said, Kevin's on. I have no idea if he wants to come back and host, but what are your thoughts? And they were like, oh my God, we want him to host. We feel like that maybe he misunderstood or it was handled wrong, or maybe we said the wrong thing, but we want him to host. Whatever we can do, we would be thrilled. And he should host the Oscars. I mean, the Academy is saying, what can we do to make this happen? And I'm saying to you that as one of the smartest people I know, one of the funniest people I know, and when you see this movie, you see the talent and see his acting ability and what the different layers of Kevin Hart is. And that's just another thing we're going to get to see. Mm-hmm. We're going to get to see on stage with you hosting the Oscars is sophistication, class, hilarity, and you growing as a person. Because most people would say, you know, I'm walking away, I'm not coming back because, you know, I'm going to go back and forth. But for you to be the bigger man, for you to say, I understand, and to not pay attention. There are so many haters out there. Whatever's going on in the internet, don't pay attention to them. That's a small group of people being very, very loud. We are a huge group of people who love you and want to see you host the Oscars.
Mm-hmm. To any attack, you know, there's another side. There's a B side. There's always an A side. There's a B side. On my side, openly, I say I'm wrong for my past words. I say it. I said it. I understand that. I know that. My kids know when their dad messes up, I'm in front of it because I want to be an example so they know what to do. In this case, it's tough for me because it was an attack. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't a coincidence that the day after I received the job, that tweets just somehow manifested from 2008. Now, I don't know who follows me or who doesn't. I'm on social media every day. I got over 40,000 tweets. To go through 40,000 tweets to get back to 2008, that's an attack. That's a malicious attack on my character. That's an attack to end me. That's not an attack to just stop the Oscars. This is what I want people to understand. That's an attack to end me. Now, I'm not going to get too emotional, but when you witness this and you stand in front of it and you heard that these things exist. I've heard about it. I've never experienced it. I've heard about it. This was my first time in the fire. I've seen it. Oh, my God. This was to destroy me. Somebody has to take a stand against the quote-unquote trolls. You have to. Right, but they're going to win if you don't host the Oscars. You know? Then they win. And so for you to stand up and say, no, whoever you are, you know, the trolls are, and they do it, and who knows who this person is, or people, who cares? And you can't let them destroy you, and they can't destroy you because you have too much talent. No one can do that. And for them to stop you from your dream, from what you wanted to do and what you have a right to do, what you should be doing, it's why they haven't found another host. I think they were secretly hoping that you would come back. And I'm praying that this happens. I think
as I said to you earlier, I think it's perfect that all this happened, because there has to be a conversation about homophobia. And whatever they did and whoever's trying to hurt you, it brought up you reminding people that you're a bigger person.
Look, I really like Ellen a lot. I think she is one of the kindest people working in the entertainment industry, but this really shows that she is a person with common sense as well, who can see with clarity what is actually going on in this whole situation. She's a lesbian, but she still understands that people change over time, that the people we are today shouldn't be held back by the things we said on Twitter like a decade ago. That isn't ever going to help us move forward as people, and I'm so thankful that Ellen really understands this. I'm glad she is standing up for Kevin Hart, and I think that really should say something to the people who want to do nothing but destroy others. Ellen says a lot of great things in this clip, so thank you, Ellen, for standing up for Kevin Hart. Of course, all of this comes with a very emotional backlash from some of the crazy people who put down Kevin Hart in the first place, and these are some of the things that people have said. Why didn't you bring black gay men, the ones who the comments were about, on the show? How do you, a white woman, decide who gets to receive an apology where you were never the target of the comments? Y'all got to start using privilege correctly. So wait, whatever happened to respecting women? Oh, well, she's a white woman, so we can't respect her or her opinion. Her opinion doesn't matter because of her skin color. Never mind that she's a woman. It just gets crazy. Or this novel written by a person named Adam B. Very, who's a film reporter for BuzzFeed. First, the people who brought up Kevin Hart's past tweets, like me, were not, as Ellen characterized, haters. The hosts of the Oscars had made anti-gay jokes, and LGBT people who love the Oscars were legitimately startled to see just how harsh his words were. It wasn't a mob of people out to get Kevin Hart. It was a group of people who wanted to understand Hart's thinking about those hurtful tweets and his stand-up jokes. Second, in his Ellen interview, Hart referenced apologizing for his past during the Get Hard junket. Well, when somebody asked Hart about the vaguely homophobic jokes in Get Hard, like Hart affecting an effeminate voice to evoke fear of prison rape, Hart's response was, "Funny is funny. That may be a legit perspective. It isn't an apology." So anyway, he just kind of goes off the rails right here. I'm not going to read all of this because that would take way too long for this video. So, basically, okay, but Kevin Hart is a comedian. Comedians' jobs are to either take the normal things and make them outrageous, or take the offensive things and turn them into funny things. That's what comedy is. He wasn't saying any of this to you, Adam, and I guarantee you that the jokes he made, he never would have said to you as an individual. That's why it's comedy. It isn't intentional to hurt anyone, it's supposed to make you laugh. I'm a Christian. There's comedians who make jokes about Christianity all the time, and I either let it roll off me, or I laugh along with it. I don't let it ruin my day because there are bigger things, more important things to worry about as a normal functioning human being. So anyway, all of these emotionally fueled tweets, no one in the backlash towards this video from Ellen is using common sense or thinking for themselves. They're all simply jumping on the bandwagon of tearing down an individual for things he said a decade ago, and it's never going to change with these types of people. They're going to continue to be offended by more and more mundane things, and they're going to continue to try to destroy the lives of others. This comment is from a member of our Josiah Rises community on my video about Kevin Hart when he stepped down from the Oscars. I'm gay and think what they have done to Kevin Hart is disgusting. This woke attitude for destroying people's lives for mistakes of the long past is destroying the world. Put it this way, if this is the new standard, why is the whole entertainment industry and every actor over the age of being a millennial not being screwed by this woke stuff? Because the entire entertainment industry supported homophobia in every form in motion picture and TV only up until 2005. Why are the studios not being put on the woke trial? Maybe because they've changed. Put it this way, only up to 20 years ago, the whole world was against the LGBT community. So put the whole world on trial, why not? Because the world has changed. It changed because people changed. If someone put someone else on public trial for their free speech of ancient past and treated them like an immoral thug for today on the basis people don't change, then put the whole world on trial or shut up. I looked into this story and I'm on Kevin Hart's side, regardless what he said nearly a decade ago. Thank you, Linnea Deus, and I completely agree with what you have to say. The woke crowd is very angry right now because they're losing this fight to destroy Kevin Hart, and it's really entertaining to watch them be angry and offended. Anyway, so I'm glad that Ellen is standing up for Kevin Hart. It really speaks a lot because you know, we need some of those voices of common sense in the entertainment industry. So thank you so much, Ellen. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.